That's the new way that we're starting the podcast. Is I say that and we put our hands in and go, "Amen," and then you start.
Is that how we're starting? Okay. I might stick with the old
Fair
way.
enough.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Saint Misbehavin', the podcast about saints from people who are not. I am your host, Matthew Shujourn, and I am joined, as always, by my chief researcher, who's never at a loss for bad ideas, Anna Domini. Anna, how are you doing
I'm
today?
all right. That was nice. Wait, no, it wasn't. I was like,
wait,
hang
what?
on, that's a compliment. And then it was like, oh no.
Oh, it's a compliment if you just listen to the tone and not
Yeah.
to the words.
But like, I'm never at a loss for ideas full stop. So, you take the rough with the smooth.
Right.
And so they can't all be gold. That's the point.
You're editing my quote like a mediocre movie, like, never at a loss for ... ideas.
Like certain comedians we know would quote reviews.
I know. I got like a really scathing review once. And we were like, is there a way that I can just be like, it was so bad that we were like, I was just like, I really want to like twist this so it sounds, so I can put it on a poster still, even though they gave me a shit review. Like,
you just
but
pick
it was
out
like,
every third word or something, and it was like, he was absolutely no good, and you can be like, he was good.
Good. Yeah, I mean, it was just like, basically, but it was so bad that it was just like, I don't know, like, on the lineup.
Oh, wow.
Rare.
See, yeah, I mean, that's what I guess, like, I'm more optimistic than I thought I was, because I chose to hear never at a loss for ideas. So that's, my self-confidence is growing, and I think that's partly down to you. So thanks, friend.
I think your self-delusion is growing, but either way, as long as you keep making episodes. Anna, how have you been this week?
My co-host and workhorse, Anna Domini.
I should say that for next time. I'm going to edit that out so I can use it next time.
Okay, fair enough. See, another good idea. You're welcome. Yeah, I've been good. What's happened this week? Oh, we're on the brink of another plague. So that's fun. I had to research a lot about it for work, so that's been a bit depressing. But
so that's been real good for your mental health.
Get this. I bought my Christmas tree today. Do you know why that's significant? Do you know why I'm like, oh my god?
No.
Because I'd just bought my Christmas tree when we recorded our very first episode.
Oh yeah.
Right? Isn't that wild?
Because it's true, yeah.
So time flies when you're in a global pandemic and there's nothing to do but make podcasts. So yeah, what a significant moment. So yeah, I bought my tree today. We're not decorating it till later in the week because we're very busy, and I wanted to make it give it full attention and make it a special festive time with music and mulled wine and stuff. But yeah, I'm getting a bit excited for
make a whole day of it.
Getting a bit excited for Christmas. Well, I'm going on another podcast later this week, and it's about Christmas films.
Cheater.
So when I do my tree, I'm gonna watch. Yeah, well, if you the whole saying "treat 'em mean, keep 'em keen" doesn't work, Matthew. I'm seeing other people going on other podcasts. No, it's good. I'm gonna evangelize about this one. But yeah, so that one is about Christmas films. So I'm gonna decorate the tree and do this research for that podcast.
Have you done anything saintly or had anything miraculous happen to you?
Yes, I had a miraculous thing happen to me. I had to get a taxi home from work the other day because I had to take my whole work computer home, and I can't carry that on a bus. So I had this computer tower, and the first one that I'd taken home, somehow it was working when we left the office and it wasn't working when we got to my house. So this time I was like super worried about, is this computer going to survive the journey? So I had to like order the taxi, take the computer and put it in the taxi, lock the office, and we've got like a bit of a security system that you have to remember how to set and stuff. So I was like quite sort of flustered is the word. And I managed to, because I was thinking so hard about how I was going to coordinate this computer and everything, I got out the car with the computer, and the computer worked, which is great, but I managed to leave my phone in the taxi, which was not good. And I was like, a while later, I was like, where's my phone? And I used another phone to call it a couple of times and couldn't find it. So then I was like, oh shit, I've left it in the taxi. So then I phoned the taxi company and they were like, oh, sorry, we've chatted to the driver, he can't find it. So I was like, well, I guess I've got to get a new phone then.
Mm.
But then, so then I went outside my house to look, just on the pavement, just in case I dropped it as I was getting out. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh no, it's not there. So then I was like, maybe I'll just ring it one more time, just in case it's like fallen down the crack of the sofa or something. And I rang it, and the taxi driver picked up. It was very confusing
Oh.
because I'd rang from Danny's phone. So it was just like,
Oh.
but my photo of Danny on the phone is a selfie of me and Danny. So the driver saw a photo of my face and presumably thought, oh, maybe that's her. So I had this very confusing conversation where he was like, hello, and I was like, hello. And then, yeah, he found the phone and he drove it back to my house, which was very kind. So
Oh.
miraculous
That was
kindness.
very nice of him.
And I still have my
that's good.
phone and a working computer. So all a happy ending.
That was a saintly act on their
Yes,
part.
that's true. So double whammy. I mean,
Yeah.
if you got a story to top that, you done anything better? Judge
No,
me.
I don't if anything, my story is a lateral move. I was gonna say the I don't know, the miraculous thing. Like Alice got into her head. She got this kind of shall we say, zealotry randomly last week that she wanted to get me and her and Tavish, our little baby boy, the same pajamas for Christmas. Yeah. So we could have a fun Christmas photo of the three of us.
Yeah.
And so after much like searching the internet and trying to find the right size clothes for, especially for Tavish.
I was gonna say, like, they gotta be personalized, but also do giant baby size.
Yeah. Well, they're not, I mean, not personalized. They're just like, I think the ones we landed on are these kind of like red flannel Christmassy pajamas. We got one for him the other day that he was basically bursting through.
Like a little ginger Hulk.
Yeah, it was like a little sausage casing on him, like a little plaid sausage casing.
A haggis,
And
surely.
yeah, and he found the right size. I don't know, it was just a big thing. And the other thing is, like, Alice is also very tall, so she had to order like men's pajamas, which is normally what she does. And then I don't know, I'm fat.
So I had to order lady ones.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I had to order maternity ones. It's no, I don't know. And she just, I don't know, she just was like, she's like, let's do this. And then she was kind of obsessively like looking for pajamas.
Aww.
And she found some ones that she likes, but she couldn't find the right size. And then
So it was
finally
a bit of a
the
quest.
ones that do fit Tavish, that are the right size, they finally came back in stock yesterday. So she like ordered them.
Brilliant.
So apparently she's got like some kind of Google alert for these things. She just knew immediately they'd or she's keep checking them. So, but yeah, we're gonna have one of those fun
Adorable
family Christmas
present
photos.
Open session.
I was actually like, the other day I actually went to the movies.
That's not like
on my
you.
own to see Dune. I know. Well, I really wanted to see Dune, so I asked Alice, and she's like, yeah, you can just go to the movies. So I just went by myself to the movies and had a fun time.
See, when Danny
Dune is
really
very
wanted
good.
to see Dune, he managed to persuade me to come with him. So clearly I like Danny more than Alice likes you.
Well, we have somebody to stay and watch the
Oh
baby.
yeah,
So.
no, that's a good point.
Anyways, so did you enjoy Dune?
Yeah, it was good. Like, Danny loves explaining things, so it was fine. But like, there were a few things that I only realised like afterwards when he mentioned them, that were like mentioned very briefly but kind of brushed over. So
you were like, oh, sand dunes. I get it, because of the sand.
No, oh god, I can't remember the specifics now. But yeah, I'm not sure. Like, if you don't know the book, I guess there's probably stuff that is more appreciated by people who do, if that makes sense.
See, I was wondering that too as I was watching it. I was like, if I hadn't read the books and had kind of a vague idea of what's happening here, even though I read them years ago, but I read the one anyway. I liked it. I was like, oh, this is kind of like Lord of the Rings. This is the most like Lord of the Rings of anything.
Yeah, it was.
That I've seen in a long time.
It was not too like. Given that it had such an all-star cast, it wasn't too blockbustery. Like, it was a bit cerebral, but not not too like. Yeah, I mean, obviously the fact that it had obscure details that you missed if you weren't paying too much attention means it's like, more of a deep, interesting experience than it otherwise might have been.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we'll save that for our side podcast. Ain't Spice behaving? I don't know. Anyways.
Oh, good. I mean, given that was straight off the cuff.
Spice misbehaving?
It wasn't
Anyways,
too bad.
So the point is, I was at the mall and I saw that they have some kind of like Santa, like meet Santa thing. And I was like, oh, should I get that? Should I get a picture with Tavish with Santa? Would that be fun? But it's like £20 just for us to go see Santa.
Yeah, it's a ripoff. Do you know
all
one
the
way
pictures
that
and
you
things
could
are like-
meet Santa without spending £10?
What's
Come
that?
to our live show, which is only £4, and you'll get to hear all about the real Saint Nicholas.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I think we should. I definitely think we should try and get into like various magazines like where to meet Santa listings. Just like disclaimer, this is very much not for children.
Yeah, but
come on, that was a better segue than a lot of the email ones that we've had so far.
It probably, but anyways, so yeah, people should come to. This is the last time we'll be able to advertise this. On December 12th, we're having a live show at 2 p.m. It's gonna be fun, live recording all about the life of Saint Nicholas. So. That's gonna be at the Jam Factory, which is a lovely venue. Nice place to go on an afternoon.
And Matthew may bring his festive baby.
Yes, and I'm gonna try and bring Tavish, and we're gonna try to record it, but I have no guarantees. So if you don't,
you might never hear about St. Nicholas until next year, probably.
I was also gonna say, because I don't think we say this, we don't plug it enough, but like, if people could, if you want more of this, and if you want to help support the show, we do have a Patreon where you get an exclusive episode every month of a show called Ain't Myth Behavin', where I tell Anna about myths. And it seems to be popular because I've dropped a couple of episodes in the main feed, and one of them was, for a while, our most popular episode, most popular downloaded episode, the one about Ragnarok.
So people love it.
So people seem to like
just for
it.
Free.
But if you would, if you pay £4, now you get 11 episodes. There's 11 episodes up there.
I can't even do the maths of how much of a bargain that is.
Such a bargain. But anyways, so Anna, today is December 5th. 2021. Who is today's saint?
Well, today's saint is actually the saint of the day for the 8th of November. So we're looking ahead and...
Wait, 8th of December.
That's what I meant. That's what I said, actually. Sorry, yes, the 8th of December. And today's saint is an Ecuadorian saint. I don't think we've had one of those before. So that's
I don't think we have any Western Hemisphere saints before.
Well, we had that colonizer guy. Oh, but he was actually Spanish, though, wasn't he? I think.
Yeah.
But this one's not a colonizer, so improving all the time. And her name was Narcisa de Jesus.
Okay.
So
wait, Narcissa, like the flower?
Yeah, I guess so.
Like Narcissus, like a narcissist? She's just very full of herself.
Yeah, basically. The patron saint of Narcissus.
Is she?
Spoilers!
Alright. So Narcisa de Jesus.
Yeah. So her full name at the time, Narcisa de Jesus Matío Moran.
That's how she was born?
Pronunciation. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know if she was christened de Jesus or whether she added that in as like a middle name. She was probably Narcisa Matia Moran for a while. Okay. But either way, she was born on the 29th of October 1832 in the small village of San Jose in Nobel in Ecuador as the sixth of 9 children. So we can guess that she was Catholic.
Yeah, she's just at the beginning of that final third of children.
Yeah, the best third, maybe?
Maybe? I don't know. you want to be in that middle third of children? So the first 3.
So that's the most middle of middle child, isn't it? If you're the middle.
Well, the 5th would be the most middle of the middle of 9 children.
True.
So she's not even remarkable because she's the middle child. She's like slightly off the middle child.
Yeah. The
Seems like an awkward place to be.
Well, like I always say to my sisters who are twins, you statistically one of you was a mistake. But then my mum had other children after them, so it was it ruined my joke, which was selfish.
That's too bad. I mean, do you think it's one of those things where she kept having children so that the other ones didn't seem like mistakes?
Maybe. No, I think it was more so that the older children could look after the younger children. That was the. Although you might want to cut that out. That's my dark therapy history, whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, that was just for you, Fran.
So she was the 6th child of 9 children,
and her parents, Pedro and Josefina, are variously described as both peasants and landowners. So confusing.
Oh, the rare peasant landowner.
Yeah. Well, isn't that millennials, right? It's like we are considered to be the liberal elite, and yet not own any property. So sort of like the opposite. But
yeah, I was gonna say it's like you're middle class, but you don't have any of the advantages of being middle class.
Yeah,
that your
but
parents
we just sound
enjoyed.
like this. Ridiculous. Yeah. Anyway, the explanation is that her father was a hard worker who handled and invested his finances prudently to the point that he amassed considerable wealth. So, living the South American dream.
Pulling himself up by his bootstraps.
Yeah, or whatever the Victorian era equivalent would have been.
Your spats. Pulling yourself up by your spats.
There you go. He was a simple and devout man who passed on to his children a devotion to 2 saints.
That's such a non-compliment. Like to say someone's simple. Just like, it just feels like you had nothing else to say. You were just like, I don't know, he was just a simple guy. Just,
Yeah,
You
but
know,
then again, a lot of guys who are like, I'm complicated, often use that as an excuse to be a douchebag, right?
I suppose that's
So
true.
he was just straightforward, no games with this guy,
No,
Pedro.
he was like, yeah, he's like, I'm not gonna play games,
What
and
you see is what you
what
get.
you get, and what you get is 9 kids out of that. He's like, Josephina, I'm not gonna play around with you here. I'm just like,
I'm just gonna
we're
fuck
putting it
you.
out 9 kids.
Yeah. But well, he was also devout as well as simple.
Okay.
Let's not forget. And he passed on to his children a devotion to 2 saints, Blessed Mariana de Jesus and Saint Jacinto of Poland. So they were his 2
Okay.
faves, and he told his kids all about them as well.
Okay. What do we have any reason why those would be the top 2 saints for this guy?
So I didn't think you'd ask, so I left it out, but I do have that information somewhere. Well, Mariana ended up becoming the patron saint of Ecuador, so
Okay.
I guess she was just, probably quite popular at the time.
Right, you're just rooting for the home team there.
Yeah, exactly, like a mascot.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jacinto, or Hyacinth, was a priest and missionary who worked to reform women's monasteries in his native Poland. I would have sworn Hyacinth was a girl's name, but there's me being cisnormative. Apparently,
it's just a flower's name. Men can have flowers' names.
Yes, that's true. I don't know any other
I can't think of any,
but
yeah.
but yes. If you know any traditionally man's
I know,
names,
I got it.
Oh, I was gonna give it as an excuse for people to write in.
No, shut up. I got it.
Okay.
Bud.
Hey, very good.
Thank you. All right.
Although it's not really a type of flower, so.
Shut up.
So if you know any traditional man's names that are
No, we're not
after
doing
flowers,
that. We're not doing that. No,
email
we're not
in.
doing that. No, we're not doing it.
savemisbehaving@gmail. Wait, no, it isn't. Oh God, you threw me off.
We're not doing that.
Okay.
All right, go on.
Well, you asked me for this extra information, so there you have it.
All right.
Growing up, Narcisa was also a devout child. She did not participate in family celebrations, but limited herself to the preparation, and then would disappear to devote herself to prayers in solitary places while everyone else was having a good time.
This is my move. This is like classic. This is like classic introvert stuff.
The
It's
Matthew
just like,
Shadorn school of hosting.
yeah, it's just like, look, I'm happy to help set up things, and then I'm just gonna go up in my room and read stuff on my iPad. That's it.
I'm having a good time. You're having a good time. I don't have to
Yeah.
talk to you. Yeah. That's
It's like
fair.
I'm gonna be at this party for 20 minutes, and then I'm just gonna slowly blend into the background and disappear.
But it is my house.
Yeah, this is exactly how I host parties, so I get this.
Well, maybe that's why she's an appropriate saint for you to learn about. We'll see.
I guess. Sounded ominous.
Yeah. Narcissa's mother died in 1838 when Narcissa was
Oh.
just 6 years old. So so she had 3 more children
No,
in
6 years,
6
yeah.
years. No wonder she died. She was probably just fucking exhausted. She's just like, well, I've squeezed them all out now. Someone else can deal with them.
Yeah. It sounds like a real you problem. I'm dead now.
You said what you see is what you get. You wanted 9 children? Enjoy. I'm out of here.
I said let's have 3 kids.
So Narcissa took up many of the domestic chores of her household, including caring for her younger siblings alongside her elder sister. So the women get saddled with that work, even though she was
always the
only
way.
6. A teacher taught her to read and write. I think that they mean a tutor, but a lot of this was from, weirdly, an Italian website. So I've been using Google Translate, or at least Google Translate told me it was Italian. Maybe it's actually Spanish, and so we're going to get some weird words.
See, it's not quite right.
Yeah.
Then. Okay. It's close.
I did change all the he's to she's from the translation. So,
Okay.
that's the level of attention to detail I have been paying. So a tutor taught her to read and write, as well as to sing and play the guitar. I don't know
nice.
if we've had a guitar playing saint before, so that's kind of
She
cool.
was the original youth pastor, which is like, hey, I'm gonna sing a little song about Jesus.
Little Jesus jam.
You know who was a pretty rockin'
God.
dude? A little gentleman named Jesus of Nazareth. People said he was pretty far out with his ideas, little punk rock. Anyways, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Are
Sorry,
you done? You sure?
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
You like rock? You know who else like rocks? Jesus. He turned them into bread.
What? That's not a thing.
Yeah, it is. Or no,
What? When?
when he was in the desert, the devil was like, if you're so God, turn these rocks into bread, because Jesus was fasting. So he was really hungry. So actually he didn't do that, because he was like, man cannot live by
He
bread alone.
explicitly didn't do that.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
So we explicitly know that's the one thing he won't do.
Well, yeah, so he liked rocks. He didn't turn them into bread. He kept them as rocks.
Yeah.
Also, he without sin cast the first stone. So more rocks.
More rocks for Jesus.
Yeah. That's why Jesus rocks.
Yeah, good. You brought it back around.
There we go.
All right. So
Right.
she's got a guitar.
Yes.
and a song in her heart.
Yeah. Well, yes, her natural proclivity for music frequently inspired her to pray with music and song. So there you go. Troubadour. One of her favourite refrains was a chant, reaching the heart of him who well deserves it. That's the chant, apparently. So, should we practice? Reaching the heart of him who well deserves it. I don't know what that is in Spanish anyway.
I was going to say in Spanish, maybe it sounds better.
Yeah, maybe.
That sounds like a translation.
Yeah, good point. Shall I translate it back?
Nah.
I think I should. Let's see if we can nail this.
I doubt it.
Yeah, but it's going to be worth it either way, right?
No.
Llegando al corazón de aquel que bien se lo merece. I mean, that last word sounded quite Italian. I think I was probably saying it wrong. Yeah, sorry, the che was probably a fe. Okay.
Well, nice effort.
Well, it's a chance. I got to say it several times. Llegando al corazón de aquel que bien se lo merece. Llegando al corazón. Okay.
So she had a favorite chant. Yeah. And she just chanted around.
I think it did sound better in Spanish. Yeah, maybe.
A bit of Spanish guitar into there.
Oh yeah, Spanish guitar as well. Not just the happy clappy chord strumming. You know,
right.
A bit of. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, cut that out.
No, that was a rare treat.
Listen, if I can't make you laugh or raise a smile, I can at least erase your will to live. Those are my two goals for this podcast. Okay, so she also turned a small room in her house into a domestic chapel, which I think is quite impressive, you know, like architecture. No, it doesn't mention anyone teaching her that. So that's
it's just like, we're gonna blow out this wall.
Yeah.
we're gonna open up this space. It's gonna be chapel.
She was able to tell if it was load bearing or not. It was pretty good.
Also, I'm putting in a breakfast nook. I'm thinking that would be really nice, you know, nice quiet place to start the day, you know?
She would have been really big on Instagram if it had been around. What was real
cottagecore stuff here.
Yeah.
For chapelcore, I guess.
Nice. She received her confirmation on 16th of September 1839. So when she was 7, nearly.
7?
Nearly 7.
Very young.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she was pretty devout. That's the thing. Yeah. So
maybe she's a prodigy. I was confirmed at like 14. So
she was twice as devoted as you. Half the time. There we go.
She's just a genius. She was skipping grades and
she wouldn't have messed up that reference to the loaves and the rocks. That's for sure.
Right.
She knew her Bible. Around this time, she started to frequent a small wood near her home for prayer and contemplation in solitude, which I think is genius because, again, just an introvert, right? So she's not really wanting to take part, so she just goes to play in the woods.
It's nice. Is she going to befriend some forest creatures?
Oh, only Jesus. I'm afraid.
No.
Which is like way less fun than the squirrel.
So we're going to turn into some kind of like, you know, Snow White thing and she's singing a song and a deer shows up and a bird lights on her finger.
Yeah. Well, the guava tree that she is said to have sat under is now a popular pilgrimage destination.
Oh.
So.
And how are the guavas?
Probably pretty good, I imagine. They'd probably sell them for like an inflated price.
Upwards of $1. I don't know what the going rate for guava is.
In Ecuador.
In Ecuador.
Yeah.
Still,
What is the Ecuadorian currency? Probably should have looked that up.
Ecuadors.
That was atrocious.
Sorry. The United States dollar? What? No.
Economy.
The present currency of Ecuador is the United States dollar.
Wow. I mean, you know, good place for tourism then, if you're in the States, because you don't have to do any exchanging. It's pretty good. I
guess so, yeah. I mean, that's handy. Yeah. Way to, like, you know, America. Then you're like pawning off all your printing costs to America.
Yeah.
Those suckers.
Very smart.
Yeah. I don't know why everybody doesn't do it. Seems like a good idea.
So
if only there was just like one global currency. It just seems like it would make everything easier.
Yeah, how about that? You with your big ideas. Yeah, I mean, you know, when we do our round the world tour for this podcast, we should go there, have one of the guava, and you know, you can go home on your way home, see your parents, and not have to get ripped off the currency
just hang
exchange.
out under the guava tree. That'd be nice.
It'll be great. We're going to have so much fun. At that point, she chose the Blessed Mariana de Jesus, so we mentioned her before, to be her own special patron that she identified with. So, yeah, her dad's fave saint became her fave saint.
That's how that works.
You
know how fandoms are often passed down generationally.
What's the word for inherited?
Inherited?
Like genetic, I don't know. An heirloom.
Hereditary?
Patron. Yes, thank you. Hereditary patron saint.
Right. But I mean, like, I don't know, like, my parents they were like Chicago sports fans.
Uh-huh.
And so, like, Now I'm kind of like vaguely
Big Red
Chicago.
Soxer, is that right?
That is not right at all.
Oh no, who's the Red Sox then?
Boston.
Well,
Actually,
what's the Chicago one
the
then?
Cubs, but there is okay. So you're kind of close because there's the White Sox in Chicago, but we weren't White Sox people.
Oh, okay. Well,
the Cubs are also in Chicago.
Right. Well, anywho, it was just like that, and you know, someone would be like, "Oh, you support Mariana de Jesus, well, I support Mariana de Gabriel." I don't know.
Right.
Different.
Do you think there was like Saint hooligans and they would get into big brawls?
Yes. Yeah. Over their different T-shirts.
Yeah.
So, yes, she chose Mariana because she wanted to become a victim soul for love of God.
A victim soul?
I think we've talked about victim souls before.
I don't think we have.
It was like a thing where someone suffered a lot because they were very Catholic. I think that was it. We have discussed this before. I think Solange was meant to be one.
Well, you never gave a term to it. This is the first I'm hearing the term. I mean,
or you may have just
It does seem like a lot of these saints... What?
You may have just forgotten.
No, it seems like a lot of these saints, they do have like a penchant for suffering. So
apparently,
they do
Gemma Galgani was a victim soul, so we must have talked about this.
I don't think so.
Well, this is what Wikipedia is saying. So, you're saying you don't think so in terms of me saying this? Rather.
I don't think you said it.
Maybe we got so caught in the weeds of that Gemma Galgani fan site that we had to
did
skip
devote
over
a lot
this.
of time to that.
Yeah, well, it was
all right.
great.
So she's a victim soul. She wants to suffer for God.
Yeah.
Okay. Join the club. I mean, I'm not in that club, but other people seem to be in that club.
Yeah. How do you think she went about this?
Is this gonna involve another hair shirt?
Oh my god, I'm disappointed that it hasn't, to be honest, because if I'd managed to unwittingly come up with a trio of hair shirts, that would have been very good. No.
I'm guessing she's going to go back to the old classic of whipping herself.
Hey, very good. We should do like a mortifications bingo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, so she embarked on a regimen of penance as she yearned to join herself closely to the sufferings of Jesus Christ and thereby share in the redemption of the world. Glory hunter.
Wait. So she's like, if I
hurt myself, I get some of the glory that currently Jesus is keeping all to himself.
Yeah, it's. I don't really follow this logic. It's like, so if I suffer like Jesus suffered, then I also am like redeeming other people's sins the same way that I'm being a savior of mankind. But it's like, or maybe you're just making your life miserable
for no reason.
No reason, because the whole point of him suffering was to take that burden on.
Wait, Matthew, do people who call themselves Christians often completely ignore what Jesus was actually saying?
That might be something that I'm starting to.
I've never heard of that.
I feel like
before.
that might be the case.
This is the first time hearing of it.
Jesus Christ.
Well, yes, exactly. Like, because, Jesus definitely said that low taxes and gun rights were very important, right? And, he was obsessed with gay people. Like, that's all he talks about. And that's why, being a homophobe is what he wanted, right? That's right there in the Bible.
Not sure how we got onto this, but yeah.
What I'm saying is people historically never completely misinterpret what Jesus was saying.
Right. So...
Just trying to be whimsical here, okay?
Yeah, I get it. So Narcissa...
Just dumping out my fires of joy. That's what you're here for.
So Narcissa thinks she's gonna whip herself into redeeming other people's...
whip herself into shape.
Okay. Yes. And that shape is the cross.
Yes, we'll get onto that later.
Okay.
Even with all the time she spent in instruction and prayer, the young girl also had time to devote herself to helping around the house and working in the fields. So remember, her dad was a farmer. Did I mention that? That was the land. Yeah. He worked on that land.
He was a landowner.
Yeah.
But not enough that the family still had to work.
Yeah, so I guess so. That's why he was a man of the people.
Right.
She hoped to answer her call to sanctity with cheerfulness and a true sense of being God's servant. Because servants are famously...
Time to go get whipped!
I'm just waking up.
If anybody's looking for me, I'll be upstairs, ripping my back open with a whip.
The sun is shining. I got a smile on my face. The glass is half full, and I'm gonna bleed. As time went on, her sanctity grew and grew, and she became even more obedient, generous, devout, and eager to help the poor and sick.
Well, it's nice that she wants to help the poor and sick, but the rest of those things sound kind of boring.
And worrying. I want to be obedient.
To become more obedient deviant. Just to who? To what? Just to anybody?
Just men, priests, I'm guessing.
Boo.
So on this website I found, this is verbatim: as a young woman, tall, graceful and beautiful, with her fair hair and blue eyes, she possessed great poise, strength and agility. Normal sentence about someone who is not a teenager
I like
yet.
that they throw in agility. Like she's just she's nimble like a cat.
At least it didn't say
around.
supple. That is the creepiest way to describe a young woman. But I guess agility. I mean, maybe that is the Italian. Maybe it's the translation, and it was supple. But Google was like,
it was supple in the original?
It could have been supple, and Google was like, no, that's too creepy. We'll call it agility.
Google's like, the Google creepy filter dropped in.
Yeah, I had
that to agile.
I had safe search on, so it took out supple.
Good idea with these saints, because I mean, we've seen this before where it's just like so creepy the way that they talk about the women saints.
Young virgin saints. Yeah.
And they're just like, and boy, they were awful pretty easy on the eyes there, fella. Oh boy. Oh no, they were devout and pious, but also quite the lookers.
They gave me a boner for Jesus.
Yeah. It's like, did those legs go all the way up to heaven?
Oh God. Yet it was her loving heart that drew the attention of the townspeople, is what it says.
Oh.
So it didn't matter how pretty she was, but then it's like,
it didn't hurt. Am I right? Hey, come on, it doesn't hurt.
I followed her all the way to church.
Yeah.
She apparently glowed with the indwelling love of God, which she so eagerly shared with others, which makes it sound like it's L'Oreal or something. Like, maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's the indwelling love of God.
Yeah, I was going to say, just a very good skincare regimen, you know?
She became an excellent catechist and a model of Christian living to her peers.
How nice. She's a town role model.
She is.
Everybody's looking up to her.
Well, she's multi-talented, you know, with her music and architecture skills and what's that word? Interiors. That's what
Interior design skills and music, you know.
Multitasking.
She's good in the field. She does chores. Good to look at.
so many good.
So talented. Yeah, so good and like beautiful. She could have been Miss Ecuador. I'm just saying she should have.
Yes, that should have been maybe. But if she'd chosen that path, we wouldn't be hearing about her on this podcast, would we?
You can do both. You can be a saint and Miss Ecuador.
That's true. She could have used that as a way of spreading the word even further. See? Didn't think that through, clearly.
No, you didn't. No.
Anyway, the death of her father in 1852, so when she was about 19, prompted her to relocate to Guayaquil, so the largest city in Ecuador, apparently, but not the capital. That's Quito. She relocated to this big city. She went to the big city.
Making a way in the big town.
Yeah, there we go. You said it better because you're actually American. She moved in with a family of prominent nobles who lived near the cathedral. That is smart.
That's convenient.
Yeah. Location. That's what they say.
Is she like an exchange student, or is it like, are they just taking her in because they're like also very pious people and they're like,
maybe they just it like comes with the territory of living near the cathedral. You just have to take in devout young beautiful females to live in your house. But yeah, I don't know, couldn't find.
But she wasn't like a servant or
something,
family. Right? She didn't like come in and was like their maid.
No, I don't think so. She was only Jesus's maid.
Okay. Jesus never picks up after himself.
Yeah, that's true.
Blood everywhere.
It was here that she began her mission of helping the poor and sick and caring for abandoned children. That's nice.
That's nice of her.
Yeah. I guess starting with her siblings, because they were now orphans at this point.
I was going to say, what happened? She was taking care of her younger siblings.
Yes. Well, she carried on financially taking care of them, because when she wasn't helping the poor and sick, she was doing tailoring and embroidery and seamstressing to make money for them.
She should have been busking. That guitar.
But she also knew how to sew. Maybe she was better at sewing than guitar.
Maybe.
Or maybe she had she got to do like one EP and was signed to a tiny record label because she was pretty, but she was actually terrible at singing, like that classic celebrity track.
Yeah, I suppose so. Maybe it's like, this is the introvert thing again, where she's just like, actually, I just want to sit in my room and do like sewing.
Yeah.
I really don't want to be out on the street busking. That's too high anxiety for.
Yeah. Also, when you sew, I often find that I stab myself with a needle quite a lot by accident. So she could do it. It'd be like killing two birds with one stone, because she'd be doing her like mortifications at the same time.
She's getting in the penance and the work at the same time.
Yeah. Smart move.
Whole work and no penance makes Narcissa a dull girl.
There you go.
So she's getting both in.
Weird, because that was exactly what her motto was. So it's very odd that you guessed that.
I thought it was a noble heart and biggins even the smallest man.
Oh no, that was just her favourite chant.
Oh.
Llegando al corazón de aquel que bien se lo merece.
Right, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah, I know. In her spare time, she tended to the poor. It's a good hobby. She obtained...
It makes it sound like she has a garden of the poor. She's just out there watering.
Tending her poor garden. Yeah.
Trimming them,
Spreading manure on them.
Oh, I think they probably had enough manure on them to begin with. They were quite poor.
Oh, yeah,
so,
that's true.
19th century poor.
She obtained spiritual direction from the Franciscans, and being obedient to their guidance, she would move from house to house, driven by this. And this was like, she wanted to be more independent, so she wouldn't stay in the same place for too long at once, basically.
Okay. Sounds like she's like a con artist, like trying to stay one step ahead of the cops. Like, she was moving location constantly.
Yeah, maybe.
The cops couldn't keep up with her. She had multiple identities.
Well, maybe that's the true motivation. Occasionally, she would stay with someone called Blessed Mercedes of Jesus Molina, who founded an order called the Sisters of Mariana de Jesus, who was, as we know, Narcissa's
her favorite saint.
Yeah. So
like, well, these guys have the same interests as me.
Yeah, fan club.
You guys are into Mariana de Jesus, me too.
Yeah, there you go. So she's making
What's
friends.
your favorite miracle of hers?
Do you even have a statue of her?
Yeah. It's like, oh, if you're such a big fan, name 3 of her miracles. What?
Well, the order was founded to care for abandoned children, so it really chimed in with Narcissa's interests.
Oh yeah, this is definitely what she's into. Her favorite saint, her favorite thing to do with abandoned children.
God,
it's pretty great.
I mean, that makes me want to ask, what else would you do with them? But I don't want to ask you that.
You can just leave them abandoned, I guess.
Okay.
Hopefully it's that or nothing.
Yes,
it's like, you helping them or just nothing.
Yeah, fingers crossed. So as she was moving from place to place, the better to be, I guess, like not tied down to worldly things like homes. She's
like a wandering vigilante. She's like the A-team, going around righting wrongs.
You know how you were like, she's a great introvert?
Yeah.
Well, this is probably my favourite sentence in the hagiography. Her favourite places to stay were attics and closets.
Is it okay? Do you have like a closet? No, this closet is. Oh, I just want this. This is fine. Oh, this is perfect. I'll just be in this little closet. You won't even know I'm
that's
here.
The ensuite. That's not the bedroom. That's just the toilet.
No, I'll just be in this little room. Don't worry about me.
I mean, because the rent includes the whole room. That's meant just for weeing.
Nope, just need the closet. Thanks. That's all right.
You sure? You sure? Because we've really been selling this place on how much light there is. With the skylights and the large double bed. Okay, you just enjoy
really
that.
Just want to be in this tiny room by myself.
Shall I shut the door?
Oh, please.
Okay, I'll see you later.
I like to imagine her like up in an attic, like just like getting like just somebody like handing her up a bowl of oatmeal. Like, here's some porridge. Thank you. Is she hiding from somebody? I don't think so. I think she just likes that.
Oh my God, but with the moving from place to place as well, it gets more suspicious, doesn't it?
It does. It seems really questionable. The place where I live now has like a little closet underneath the stairs. So it's basically just like a small triangular. You should check it for saints. Crawl space, and like my friend Ben was like, oh, this is really cozy, this is actually quite relaxing to be in here.
Is that
like, okay, man.
Do you keep food in there? Is that the one, or is there another?
No, we got a pantry. Actually, it's right now, it's just full of baby stuff, like stuff that he is either outgrown or has not gotten big enough for.
Okay, cool.
So she loved to live this like Harry Potter lifestyle.
Yes. Because in such places she could find the silence and solitude necessary for prayer and corporal torture as a sign of penance. Again, just going on a tour of the house, like, any good corporal torture places?
Yeah.
I mean, this
just like that must have been so awkward for people like walking by that closet, and they're just like, it's like, are you all right in there? What's going? Are you okay? She's like, yeah, no, I'm just bending my fingers back as far as they'll go for Jesus.
It's what he would have wanted.
Yeah.
She even went so far as to build a cross sprinkled with nails.
Sprinkled with nails?
Sprinkled. Again, I think that was a choice translation by Google Translate there.
This light dusting of nails.
A dash of nails.
Yeah.
From which she would hang every night with a crown of thorns for 4 hours. Okay?
Okay.
Well, whatever you got to do to help you get to sleep.
Yeah, I guess so. have you... you
I haven't tried it.
Famously...
Don't knock it before you try it.
Insomnia issues.
Yeah. I haven't tried
Have
it.
you thought about like suspending yourself from a cross for 4 hours?
A naily
and
cross.
then going to bed.
Whilst wearing a crown of thorns. When you go to the doctor about sleep and they tell you about sleep hygiene, they never mention a cross sprinkled with nails.
Have you tried a light crucifixion before bed? No,
no, but I got the meditation app.
Here's my advice for you: glass of warm milk. You know, no screens after 9.
Of course,
a little crucifixion.
What crucifixion?
And then I like a light. This is also like, so if she's moving from place to place, is she bringing this cross with her? So
I don't need much space, just this tiny closet that will also fit this cross in.
Yeah, it's like, I need the main room for my cross,
well,
and then I will actually just sleep in the closet.
She's quite crafty, right? So maybe she just builds one each time she goes to a place and then leaves it there. For the
annoying.
Next flatmate to deal with.
It's like this. So the old tenant moved out, but they did leave this cross here that is dusted with nails.
And blood at this point.
Sprinkled with nails and blood. And she even left this, actually, we're going to throw away this crown of thorns. It is a bit too gross. There's big chunks of hair and flesh on this.
Yeah, I know we advertise the room as unfurnished, but it does have this one accessory.
Yeah.
You can keep it if you want, but if you get rid of it, you got to pay for it.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, if she's moving from place to place, she's dragging this cross around town.
I mean, that would be quite the penance,
I guess
it?
so.
Like, extra penance.
Here's what I'm saying. Just, like, get an apartment. Like, I really don't understand this moving from place to place. Like, she's just couch surfing for Jesus? Like, what is this?
That must be a website, right? Couch surfing for Jesus.
I mean, it's like she could just get a studio apartment and be just as happy. Like, I mean, there's a lot of shit.
No, it's probably too big.
They're like a basement studio apartment. This is perfect for her because it's not going to cost a lot, and it's kind of like fits into her lifestyle.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
And a cross dotted with nails and blood wouldn't look too out of place in a creepy basement. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have an adequate explanation. But anyway, do you want to hear what she did after hanging for 4 hours?
Died? I mean, it feels like eventually you're pushing your luck. Like, eventually, this feels like autoerotic asphyxiation. It's like, eventually you're going to push your luck one time and you're going to go too far and you're just going to fucking die.
Oh dear. Yeah.
I don't know. So what did she do after she
crucified
4
hours
herself?
On the cross, after which she would lie down on the bare ground for a short rest, or perhaps on some metal poles. So whatever took her fancy, bare ground or metal poles.
Was this an odd day or an even day? Oh, even day. Metal pole day. How exciting is that?
Waking up, she would resume Sorry,
but this is also a lot of equipment that she's bringing with her. Like, this is too much of your moving. Like, I thought it was like, she's moving, she's got one bindle stick.
It's just full of metal and nails and wood.
But yeah, now it's like she's got like, oh, now I have this like trailer of equipment that I need for all my penance,
I don't know, maybe they had them in the cathedral Stockholm or something. Maybe there were penance shops dotted around the city.
That's what I'm wondering, is like maybe she rented like a storage unit or a small office space.
Again, all the good horror film settings. So 4 hours on the cross.
4 hours on the cross, bit of time on the ground to relax, kind of a cool down. All right.
Waking up, she would resume prayer for 8 hours.
Wait, what? That's just your day. That's just your...
Yeah. So, and then I guess start again.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Like, 8 hours praying, 4 hours on the cross. That's half the day there.
Yeah. I mean, maybe this short rest was actually the other 12 hours.
Maybe. But, I mean, and then wasn't she getting time to, like, help people?
Yeah. Well, it's the other 12 hours. She only needs a short rest. Also, maybe you would fall asleep on the cross. No one would know, because no one's checking, right?
But that feels like a dangerous thing to fall... If you fall asleep on the cross.
Yeah, that is dangerous.
You could just fucking die there. Anyways.
I don't know. I can't imagine it would be a very deep and peaceful sleep.
Maybe.
Although, I'll talk to the sleep doctor about it.
I mean, I guess, so was she like tying her hands to the cross or something? Like, did she have like loops of rope that would hold her on the cross?
I didn't. This is all I have on this cross.
Or some kind of handles or something so she could hold on so that she wouldn't. I mean, I wonder how many times she like nodded off and then just like fell off the cross.
You gotta be kind of balancing on there.
Yeah, just sometimes she just nod off and then just face plant off the floor.
Oh, the subtitle of her story is the sleepiest, dopiest saint. Yeah, I don't know about the logistics, I'm afraid. This is all I found about this. I guess people didn't want to dwell on it too much because it's a bit gross.
Okay. Because it's bonkers. Let's focus less on this and more on like how she was a nice person who helped the poor.
Okay, cool. Well, she did do that, so that's great. Yeah, during this time, her only nourishment would consist of 3 loaves and a jug of water. Now, that sounds like a lot of bread, but I think they're like small you know, like
Okay,
the kind of little bread rolls that you have with a soup or something.
Right.
Not
Okay.
like
So you're
three
saying like
whole like actual loaves.
not 3 baguettes.
No.
You're saying
No.
like 3 dinner rolls.
I mean,
Yeah,
even
okay.
3 baguettes like probably wouldn't give you the sufficient number of calories that you need even for a normal day, let alone like because the being on the cross probably quite a cool workout, I would
Yeah,
say.
right.
So yeah, she's definitely not getting enough nourishment. But again, for Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing about you want to diversify your diet. Your diet
Yeah.
should be like a lot of different food
Well,
groups.
I was thinking about this because I was like, of all the foods, bread is great, to be fair.
Okay.
And like people are always like, oh, just have bread and water. And it's like, well, bread's pretty great. But it's
Yeah.
not just about the bread, but it's also about what it does to your body. And I guess
Uh-huh.
like, you know, not having healthy poos would maybe be part of the suffering for Jesus.
I suppose that's true. Do you think also having scurvy is part of suffering for Jesus?
Yes, yeah.
Because I imagine there's not a lot of vitamin. I mean, just like, here's the thing. Yeah, like I got scurvy and rickets for Jesus. I'm diabetic now for Jesus. Like, you know, build up some protein. You're going to need more protein. You're going to need more fiber probably. Unless it's like a whole grain bread. But even so, I think you're still not getting quite as much fiber as you want.
Yeah, maybe
And-
it was like, you know, a special. I've had a really like on Bake Off when they make like fancy focaccia with stuff in it. You know, maybe it had some
Yeah.
maybe it had some tomatoes just lodged in there.
I think that whoever her baker was like, oh my God, I got to just start hiding vitamins in here.
Yeah,
because-
grinding up like apparently Trump's staff did that where they would
Oh,
like
did they?
to like mash up vegetables into his potatoes, but like so small he couldn't see.
God. I was wondering how that guy was staying alive.
There you go, the potato veg. So yeah, I think you're right. I think that's what her baker did.
Okay, that's probably what. Otherwise, I don't see how she's staying alive at this point. All right, so where were we?
So after a long time spent doing these cruel practices, she decided to consecrate herself to God through virginity and penance. So she was like, I
Okay.
got a taste for this. I'm going to carry on and also not have sex.
She was on the fence about like becoming a nun or whatever. Like she was like, I don't know if I'm really into this as a full-time thing. Just 12 hours a day.
Yeah. The other 12, I'm whoring.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't really make sense to me, but you know, that was her choice. And
Okay.
the explanation, again, there's another explanation here. Love for Jesus was the only reason that Narcissa pushed so hard for this hidden life and this kind of voluntary martyrdom.
Okay.
So, you know, it was all love. She wanted to configure herself completely.
love of somebody else, definitely not herself.
No.
Need to practice self-love, folks.
Well, that's quite a modern philosophy, isn't it? So clearly she hadn't heard of
so.
that. Also, not very Catholic.
No. Wait, no, not self-love. You know what I mean.
Oh no, I didn't even mean that. I just meant, you know, 'cause it clashes with guilt.
Right.
But there were also, so occasionally her extreme treatment of herself would produce ecstasies,
Sure.
to which there were several eyewitnesses, and sometimes they had to jolt her to bring her back to her senses. I don't know if that means they had to electrocute her. Again, the Google Translate here is doing a lot of the work.
I would think mid-19th century Ecuador, not a lot of electricity.
Yeah, but it was the big city, right? Maybe they had one town defibrillator.
They actually had to bring her to it. They were just like, it's just, there's a giant generator as big as a house. On these 2 little paddles. I think it's probably more they were just like, they would shake her by the shoulders. And be like,
Yeah.
hey, what are you doing? You're being weird again.
They'd slap her around the face, but then they get splinters from the thorn crown. In 1865, her spiritual director fell ill and died 3 years later, which was... I'm sorry. I don't know why it's relevant
so
that it
sudden.
was... because there's no information about that intervening time. I guess she may have cared for them. It doesn't even name... I couldn't even find the name of the spiritual director.
Okay.
But, so it clearly had a big impact.
Uh-huh.
So after that spiritual director died, she was invited by the local bishop to join the Carmelites, the discount Carmelites, which we found out.
I'm sorry, did you say the discount Carmelites?
The discount Carmelites. Do you remember it's like no
half
shoes?
price Carmelites. Black Friday savings on the Carmelites.
Buy now, pay nothing for 3 months.
Oh, wait, was that is this the thing about taking your shoes off?
No
okay,
shoes.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why it's discounted, because there's they don't come with shoes.
No shoes, yeah. That's how they get you.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, the price on this Carmelite's so cheap, and then you get it home and you're like, no shoes.
And they're like, because they're holy, they have to have the best shoes. So you're shelling out like hundreds of quid. It's always a false economy. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Except for this podcast. which is 100% true.
Yes, everything in this is 100% true. She refused, feeling called to a life of piety more integrated into the world, which is quite surprising given her introvert tendencies.
Yeah.
But I guess maybe she was like, you can't stop me sewing and selling my sewing ship for money, you know?
Maybe she's like, this Carmelites is just too many people. This sounds like a lot.
Yeah,
like
maybe.
It's a whole sect of people. But also I like this, that she's like, you know what, actually, I think I want to do good works in the world more than just like being in a convent.
Hold myself up in a convent. Yeah, that's a good point.
Also, it sounds like she's getting out of her shell a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
She's like, I want to get out in the world and do some stuff and see some things, you know?
Well,
more to life than just being on a cross in a closet.
It's interesting you should say that, because in 1868 she relocated to Lima in Peru. So she's going global.
Well, it's the next country over, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, she wanted to see the world. That's the thing. So she became a lay person living at a Dominican convent.
Okay.
So she was still not a nun, but she was like, you know, making friends, maybe. Yeah. Being a bit more sociable.
She's living with the nuns and doing most of the nun stuff. You know? She's abstaining. She's eating crap.
3 bits of bread. Well, yes. As a lay member, she did continue following her demanding schedule, which included flagellation and her thorn crown.
That's good. I'm glad she's keeping up with her hobbies.
Never forgetting who she is, you know?
Yeah.
In late September 1869, she developed high fevers, for which medical remedies could do very little.
Aww.
It's thought that her restrictive diet and severe mortifications had weakened her, so she was more susceptible to disease.
You think?
Some doctors were even surprised that she was still alive at that point, and she was only 37.
Wait a minute. Walk me through your day here. You eat 3 rolls, some water. You spend 4 hours strapped to a cross.
Yeah. Sprinkled
with
with
nails sticking out of it.
Yeah.
And then you put a crown of thorns on your head.
They're organic.
And you've been doing this for how many years now?
10.
Wow.
Is that too many?
Honestly, this is your first miracle, kid.
Well, listen, I've got a friend. He's also a lover and a father. It's complicated, but he tells me that this is the right thing to do and that I'm saving the planet. So who are you to judge me? Doctor.
This person doesn't sound like a friend.
Friends don't let friends sit on naily crosses for 4 hours.
Yeah, here's the thing, is if your friend is like, just eat bread, like, they're not a good friend. They're not being a good friend to you. Like, we're here at St. Miss Paven Podcast, it's our official position that you should eat a diverse diet of different things to maintain a healthy bowel movements, good skin.
Just feel better.
Just feeling good. Yeah, you want the energy to be able to do the things you want to do, like hanging out on a cross or laying on some poles.
And a lot of nutritious stuff is also delicious.
It's true.
It's good. It's good all round.
I mean, here's the thing. Bread's great. We're not saying bread's not great.
We're not an anti-bread podcast.
Yeah, this is a very much a pro-bread podcast. Whether it's just regular old loaf of bread from the store or the body of Christ, we're into all of it.
Because after all, we're pro-choice, right? So you got to have a choice of bread.
Yeah. So, but put some fun stuff on that bread. Put peanut butter and jelly. Put a little cheese on that bread. Toast it. Garlic. Bruschetta. There's a lot you can do with bread. Bit of
tomato sauce and cheese. Make it into pizza. It's still bread.
There you go.
It's all good.
Put a hamburger on there. Anyways, so where were we? So the doctors
just talking about how great food is.
Yeah, we're just listing our favorite foods.
Yeah, because that's what makes us not saints. Just bloody love food.
So she's getting sick, and the doctors were like, sick is surprising because we really thought dead was going to be the outcome.
Yeah. Well, so a couple of months later, on the evening of, she didn't really say this because it's going to be predictable. On the evening of December the 8th, 1869,
she got way better.
As she took leave of her sisters for rest, she jokingly told them that she was going on a long journey. She's just like, just playful. I like it. That seems out of character. Nowhere else has it said that she's joking around.
Yeah, it's like, well, I'm off to my eternal rest. I'm just kidding. I'm just going to go rest in my room. That's on a long journey all the way down the hall to where I sleep. I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah, see, that was just classic Narcisa. Just always kidding around.
I like that this is part of her biography that we haven't really been
in
given
tune with.
before.
Yeah.
That she's got a really fun sense of humor. It's a little dark. It's quirky.
Well,
I like it.
all that time she was by herself. She was actually just like writing little skits.
Yeah.
Working out some parody songs on her guitar.
Isn't that what all introverts do? I mean, that's what I do. Just think about funny things to say later to people if I run into them.
Oh no, I definitely just dwell on things that I said accidentally 10 years ago. That's
that too.
My favourite hobby. Shortly before midnight, the mother on duty noticed that Narcissa's cell was mysteriously all lit up, and a very strong scent came from it.
Was she lighting her own farts?
For Jesus.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
I'm full of the Holy Spirit.
Can we,
Holy Spirit
if
is
we
quite
get
flammable.
like 50 Patreon subscribers, can we give like the 50th Patreon subscriber a t-shirt that says light your farts for Jesus?
Sure.
We got to write
If you're
these
the 50th
down. All
subscriber,
these merch
please
ideas.
remind us because we're going to forget about this.
Yeah, because it will be in like, well, at the rate we're going, in 25 years' time. Anyway. See, when I read a strong scent, I was like, death. But apparently it was...
the way that your body expels your bowels when you die? Is that what the strong scent was?
Apparently not. Apparently it was a very pleasant scent. So unless this nun had some kink, it was like miraculously nice fragrant.
Right.
Anyway, so the mother called some other nuns to come and check it out, and they went into the room and found Narcissa dead, aged just 37.
Oh.
So that was her life. And she only came out of her shell right at the end. Sad.
Right at the end there. Oh well. Better late than never, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, she could have been, comedy prodigy. But
I know.
Opportunity just went, this is why you should not hang yourself on a cross for 4 hours.
Yeah. You could use that time, writing bits.
Cut it in half. 2 hours. 2 hours writing jokes or watching comedy or listening to bonus podcasts on our Patreon.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is she's up on the cross, she could just be listening to some podcasts.
That's so true.
Some comedy albums, some things like that. I think that'd be helpful.
Multitask.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody out there is like on a cross while they're listening to this, write in.
Let us know.
All right, so now she's dead.
Yes.
Okay, and then what happens?
Well, her remains were exhumed in 1955 and were deemed incorruptible or incorrupt.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I was wondering about that because the flowery scent is also a sign of incorruptibility.
There you go. So
Wait,
it's confirmed.
was her body in Lima or did they take her back to Ecuador?
So in 1955, it was in Peru still, and they brought it back to Ecuador. I'm not sure where, because it wasn't moved back to her village until 1972.
Do you think they just got to the border and they just tossed it over?
Yeah, I don't know. And in 1998, a shrine was built in her honor in Noble, which is now where her remains are. So yeah, that was her relics.
And when was she canonized?
Oh, you've never asked me that before.
I just thought you would tell me.
Let me see. She was canonized. She was beatified in 1992, and she was canonized in 2008 by old Benedict.
And did she have any miracles associated with her? Or?
She did. She had to be made into a saint.
What were the miracles?
So the one that was required for her beatification was the healing of a man called Juan Pesantes Peñaranda. He was a banana plantation worker in Pasaje in El Oro in Ecuador. It is.
Okay.
So that's good. He was working when a banana stalk struck him in the head. Comedy image.
He got hit by a banana.
Yeah, a banana stalk. I don't know, maybe it was like a whole thing of bananas, because that would have been pretty serious.
I guess, yeah.
Because they're quite heavy.
Especially if they were just like newly ripened, because they'd still be green, so they'd probably be pretty hard. Yeah.
Not a good way to go. Luckily, he didn't go. But the bananas striking him on the head apparently caused several tumours to appear. Which
what?
Tumours are not a laughing matter, but tumours caused by banana strike, kind of weird.
The doctor's like, I'm sorry, you have banana tumors. You have banana cancer. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
You have banana cancer.
Oh God.
There's not much we can do. He's slipping away.
Oh dear.
It's not an appealing way to go, I'll say
Oh,
that.
Matthew. I thought of that one, but I didn't say it because I thought it was bad.
It's all bad, yeah.
It's terrible. Anyway, he got jaundice at that point as well, went yellow. So he had repeated surgery in 1967, but he couldn't be cured. He was 20 at the time and didn't believe in miracles.
He didn't?
He did not.
Oh.
He was at the Luis Venanza Hospital when he met a policeman who suggested he write Narcisita on a piece of paper. Juan was skeptical that this would bring results, but, having had a lot of failed surgery, he thought, give it a try.
Couldn't hurt.
Yeah, so he wrote Narcisita on a piece of paper, which isn't even her name.
Right, well.
But I guess it means, like, Little Narcissa, I guess.
But wait, why is this cop... Where's this cop coming from?
I don't know what the policeman's role, why he was in the ward at the time.
Just on patrol in the hospital, just popping in. Hey, how's it going with that cancer? You got that banana cancer? Yeah, it's a tough one. I had an uncle went with banana cancer. Have you tried writing down Narcissa on a piece of paper? Yeah, you want to try that? That works every time. I'll tell you that. All right, see you later, buddy.
Maybe he wasn't actually a policeman. Maybe there was someone else on the cancer ward whose last wish was for a policeman stripper. I don't know. I'm just, or maybe more likely, maybe there was like some vulnerable patient who was also involved in crimes.
Maybe.
So they had to have a police watchman. Anyway,
or maybe there was a murderer there.
Yeah.
Who'd been brought in by the police, but now he's escaped.
Or maybe,
he's running ragged.
Maybe the policeman was the murderer in disguise.
I don't. The disguise is a police uniform.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Oh, I see. You were making a political point. Very good.
Yeah. Anyways.
So anyway, Juan was skeptical that this would bring results. I said that already.
Yeah.
But he gave it a try. So he wrote down Narcisita on a piece of paper, and that night he had a dream that she appeared. Oh. And guess what happened in the morning?
He woke up with an erection.
He woke up with no tumours. That's even better than an erection.
That is better than an erection, I suppose.
Sex is good, but have you tried not having banana cancer?
Yeah. You know what? When you're right, you're right.
So that was the first one.
Okay, well, that's pretty good.
Cured banana cancer. I mean, I'd never found a saint who you can say that about before, right?
Yeah.
And the second miracle that was found when they were looking for evidence of her being a saint was the healing of Edelmino Arellano, who was cured from a congenital defect in 1992.
No. It's even more impressive. She was born with that.
Maybe it's the voice of God or whatever.
Maybe it's a congenital defect. Maybe it's Maybelline.
There we go.
So what was the congenital defect?
So Edelmino was born without genital organs.
Smooth like a Ken doll.
Ooh, that's not a nice thing to say about a baby.
Oh, it was a baby still? Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, no, because that's how she was born. So it wasn't maybe she was born with it so much as maybe she's born without it. And at the age of 7, she was cured after her mother took her to the shrine dedicated to Narcissa and appealed for her to intercede. Mere hours later, the child had an appointment with her doctor, who testified that the girl was normal, like all the other children, and had no apparent defect whatsoever.
Oh, that's good.
We've never had a saint grow a vagina for someone.
Yeah.
Quite a weird one for Catholics.
It is a strange... Yeah, I don't know what to make of this. This is very odd.
Hey, miracle's a miracle.
You know what? You're right. When you're right, you're right. I mean, I'm not mad at her for having genitals now. Like, that's great for her. I'm like, that's great. That's a great outcome for not having genitals than having genitals.
Yep.
I think all things being equal,
rather have them than
more
not.
genitals better than less genitals.
To a point. I mean, if you have too many, it gets very difficult
right. I mean,
to keep them clean.
Let's not go crazy. It's not like she's like, she's got 10 vaginas now.
I mean, that would be the Catholic's dream, just 10 children at once.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't actually have 10 wombs. I mean, maybe you would. Like a cow with lots of stomach.
It is possible for women to have multiple vaginas.
Okay.
I saw an episode of a talk show where they had a bunch of ladies on that had like...
Wait, so you're saying one lady, many vaginas, or was it just many ladies with one each, but they were all...
Well, maybe that was it. Maybe I was counting wrong.
So it confused you.
Yeah.
Thought
Okay.
they were one.
No, apparently that was... I don't know. Whatever. I don't remember what talk show this is. Maybe that was a dream I had. I don't know. Maybe it was fake. Maybe it's not possible. I don't know.
Maybe that was just a dream I had.
That's not to think about. Anyways, so okay.
In this dream, a lady had 10 vaginas and you had 10 penises. Is that where this was going?
That sounds like an awkward number of penises. Okay, so she got her junk. Good for her.
Got no junk in the trunk. Prayed to Narcissa. That's what they say.
That's not what junk in the trunk means, but yeah. Okay, so I guess that's a pretty miraculous miracle.
Pretty miraculous.
Of all the miracles that we've heard, that's kind of like top tier. That seems like pretty legit stuff.
Yeah.
So good for her. Yeah.
Well, and you know, all these miracles, when they're looking to see if someone should be a saint, they're verified by experts. So I don't know how they would have verified that one.
I don't like that.
Oh, I think, you know, they just have people read about her life or whatever. And then they're like, well, this must be a miracle. I'm an expert, a miracle expert.
Right.
And then, I'm trying to be sarcastic about their scientific rigor.
I don't like the verification process of checking a little girl's.
No.
Anyways,
well, she had a doctor's appointment, so
Yeah.
I think the verification was
the doctor's note.
Yeah.
All right. So so those are good miracles.
Good, weird miracles.
Weird but good miracles.
I almost like the banana cancer one more.
How so?
Just because it was weirder. I don't know. Actually, they're both quite
They're
weird.
both quite weird.
Banana cancer sounds... I was going to say banana cancer is more fun, but...
it's. I mean, banana cancer is a fun term.
Yes.
Oh,
and you had fun with it.
Yeah.
So anyway, what do you think her patronages should be?
Oh, well, is she the patron saint of almost being the middle child?
Nice.
See, it seems like she spent a lot of time being crucified, getting in shape, so she's the patron saint of CrossFit.
Oh, that is so good. I think that's the best one you've ever done.
No, stop it. Is she the patron saint of protection from bananas? Is she the patron saint of, like, getting genitals if you need them?
Get your genitals here, folks. Only $12.
Is she the patron saint of pipe layers? That is to say, people who lay on pipe, not people who lay pipe, but...
Right.
Anyways.
Yeah.
What are her patronages?
Unfortunately, she doesn't have any. But
What?
I think if she did, those would be them.
Oh, I thought she'd be like the patron saint of Ecuador or something like that.
No, that was her hero. That had already been taken by Mariana de Jesus.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if because she wasn't a nun, maybe she doesn't get any.
I think maybe she's just like, I don't know what. I wonder if when you're canonized, if they just like, and here are your assignments.
Yeah.
Or if it's something that has to build over time. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I guess it was quite recent. I don't know. Yeah, or maybe it's because she was a woman.
Whatever. If anything, you think they would give her more work to do.
That's true, actually.
I mean, isn't every woman the patron saint of emotional labor?
Yeah, and multitasking. What's it called? The mental load.
Yeah.
She definitely did a lot of multitasking.
She did. I mean, because she was like, it was like she was whatever 7, and then their mom died, and then all of a sudden she's in charge of the household.
Yeah,
so it
sucks.
That kind of sucks. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I don't know. The website that I usually find the patronages on didn't list any for her. So.
Oh well, it's possible. It's very possible. I don't know. That's the thing we haven't really explored is how the patronages get assigned.
True. I can look into that if you want. I just never have the time. Which clearly I need to take some inspiration from Narcisa because she seemed to embody the whole thing of like, busy people get more done.
Yeah. It's like, can women have it all? A career and...
loads of wounds.
Exactly. Yeah, she should be the patron saint of like just good genital health. I think like,
Let's expand it out. Sexual health in general.
Sexual health, yeah. I mean, like she should be the patron saint of like gynecologists.
Gum clinics.
Yeah. Would you say gum clinics?
Yeah, that's what they're called here. I don't know what it's... I think it's like gyno-uterine medicine.
Oh, okay. In America, they're OBGYNs.
Yes.
Anyways, but yeah, so yeah, she should be like the patron saint of like, gynecologists and things like that. So,
yeah.
And all kinds of sexual health,
Should we start a campaign to get her to be the patron saint of gynecologists?
Possibly.
Do Catholics even approve of that?
I would think that that's okay.
Okay. Just sounds like it might involve a bit of touching.
It's like, I'll allow it, but watch yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, Anna, do you think that you would ever have St. Narcissa intercede for you?
If I woke up with no vagina... actually,
go on.
Actually, that bitch gets me into all kinds of trouble.
Yeah, it's like, actually, I don't know, it's like, do I get to keep the clitoris?
That's true. They're different bits.
They're different bits. That's the thing.
This Catholic miracle did not think that through. I'm one of those people who's like halfway between an introvert and an extrovert because I'll get excited about seeing people, and then after about half an hour I'll be like, I've had enough. I just want to be curled up on the sofa watching TV and not talking to anyone.
Right.
So maybe half the time I would look up to her as a role model for getting some damn peace and quiet. Also, I'm always looking to try and find a way to keep in shape that I can actually stick to, because I'll occasionally go for a run or rollerblading or swimming or whatever it is, and I'll do it a few times. I'll be like, this is very good for me, and then I'll just won't be bothered anymore. So if I had a handy CrossFit machine in my bedroom or my cupboard, maybe that would help me stick to that.
You could get your reps in. Oh, it's like you know, you should start a company that has like guided crucifixion. You know, where you have like there's a little screen and then there's like trainers off site and they help guide. And it's like Peloton, but it's penitent.
Very good, very good.
There's a fun picture of me being crucified somewhere. I have to find that.
Oh, you should definitely make that this episode's picture.
She should definitely be the patron saint of introverts. And I think that, you know, her being like, I'm gonna get out and be more worldly, you know,
that was a big step.
Good stuff. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's a good thing. And also, you know, if I ever run afoul of some bad bananas, I think that also she'd be the one
definitely proved herself to be very well on that side. I mean, obviously we have something in common, which is that I also have a hell of a lot of siblings. Yeah. So that was nice too.
Do you see yourself in her?
I guess so. Well, like all the men of her town did. Am I right?
Oh yeah. I don't know if a lifetime of eating a lot of bread is going to be conducive to your looks.
It would definitely make you skinny, but it would also, as we said, like you wouldn't have very good skin.
Yeah, I think your hair wouldn't be good. Like just
also when my tummy is unhappy, I smell bad generally, right? So like no, but then maybe that's why, you know, the men looked on from afar.
Yeah, there's like, remember when she was younger and she didn't just eat bread and she was hot?
Oh god.
Oh well, she's still got a good heart.
I think guavas are quite nice. I've had guava juice.
Oh yeah.
And you know, I'm quite into my nature, going for walks in the countryside.
In the woods.
Yeah, so there's that element as well.
That's true. I mean, yeah, guava. Next time you're having a glass of guava,
raise it to Saint Narcisa. There you go.
Well, Anna, thank you so much for sharing this tale of this lovely young lady with poor diet.
Troubled young woman.
Troubled. You know, she wanted to do good, but she also wanted to do a lot of bad to herself.
Yeah. Which is not the same as good.
That is definitely, that's a good lesson, is that doing bad things to yourself is not the same things as doing good things for the world.
Others. You got to be kind to yourself.
Exactly.
You know, that's what my therapist tells me. So we're saving you £60 a week by telling you that for free over your headphones.
If you keep tuning in here, you get Anna's therapy for free.
Secondhand therapy.
Secondhand therapy.
Does it work on different traumas? I don't know. One way to find out.
Yeah. And thanks for everything.
Oh, you're welcome. Have a blessed day.
Bye.
Bye.